The Pacific halibut, scientific name, Paralichthys olivarchius, is a type of halibut fish that lives in the Pacific Ocean, especially in coastal areas of Japan, Korea and China. Here are some details about the Pacific halibut. Appearance: the Pacific halibut has a flat, long, flat body. Their color is usually brown or gray with spots and stripes to camouflage them in the seabed environment. Size: they can reach up to 1.5 meters in length and weigh from 25 to 30 kilograms. Habitat: the Pacific halibut lives mainly in shallow waters near the coast, adapting well to areas with sandy and muddy bottoms. Diet: they are carnivores, mainly feeding on small fish, crustaceans and other marine organisms. Fisheries: the Pacific halibut is one of the most important commercial fish species. They are caught mainly for the food market, especially in Asian culinary cultures. Preparation: the meat of the flounder is delicious and can be prepared in many different ways, such as grilled, steamed, stir-fried or made into sushi. Risk: due to overexploitation and habitat loss, the Pacific flounder is facing the risk of declining numbers. Measures to protect and manage fisheries resources are being implemented in many areas. Pacific flounder is not only of economic value but also contributes to the biodiversity of marine ecosystems. Commercial flounder fishing by trawl, also known as trawling, is a common method in the fisheries industry, especially for groundfish species such as flounder. Here are some details about this method. Structure: trawl nets are usually made of nylon or polyester, with small mesh to retain flounder and other marine life. The net can be towed by a fishing boat or pulled across the shore. Method of fishing: the net is dropped to the seabed and then pulled up using a boat or mechanical system. When the net is pulled up, flounder and other fish will be trapped in the mesh. Preparation: the fishing boat prepares the trawl and checks the necessary equipment before going out to sea. Drop the net: the net is dropped into an area known to have a lot of flounder. The time to drop the net can be from a few hours to a day depending on the target. Drop the net after the net has been left for a sufficient amount of time. The boat will pull the net up. This process needs to be done carefully to avoid damaging the fish. Sorting and preservation: after being pulled up, the flounder will be sorted by size and weight, then preserved to ensure quality before being brought back to shore. High efficiency: the trawl method allows for catching large quantities of flounder in one trip, increasing productivity for fishermen. Cost effective: using trawls can save on labor costs compared to many other traditional fishing methods. Potential harm: trawls can disrupt marine ecosystems. Reduce fish stocks and harm other non-target species. Sustainable management: to protect flounder resources, appropriate management measures are needed, including catch limits and the establishment of conservation areas. Commercial trawling of flounder is an effective method but must be managed sustainably to protect marine resources and ensure the future of the fishery. The introduction of new technologies and conservation measures can help improve the current situation and ensure that flounder can still be harvested sustainably. To ensure sustainable flounder fishing and minimize negative environmental impacts, the following management measures can be applied. Catch limits: set catch quotas for flounder to control the number of fish that can be caught in a given period. This helps maintain a balance between exploitation and regeneration of the fish population. Conservation areas: set no-take areas to protect endangered fish species and preserve their natural habitats. This also helps restore fish populations in the area. Catch timing: define fishing seasons to avoid fishing during spawning periods, thereby increasing the population's ability to regenerate. Use eco-friendly nets: encourage fishermen to use more environmentally friendly trawl net designs, which help reduce the amount of bycatch caught in the nets. Education and training provide information and training to fishermen on sustainable fishing methods and the importance of protecting the marine environment. Economics. The halibut fishery provides an important source of income for many coastal communities. Maintaining a sustainable fishery not only protects marine resources but also supports the livelihoods of local people. Culture. Halibut is also a part of the cuisine and culture of many coastal areas. Protecting this fish helps maintain culinary traditions and customs of communities. Fishing technology. Developments in fishing technology, such as smart trawls and sensors to monitor fish populations, can improve efficiency and reduce environmental impacts. Sustainable fisheries. Consumers are increasingly interested in sustainable seafood products. This is encouraging fishermen to adopt environmentally friendly fishing methods and product certification. International cooperation. Countries can cooperate in managing halibut and other fish stocks in their regions, helping to ensure that conservation measures are implemented in a coordinated and effective manner. Commercial halibut trawling is an important part of the fishery, but sustainable management is necessary to protect marine resources and ensure the livelihoods of coastal communities. Collaboration between fishermen, governments and conservation organizations is essential to creating a sustainable future for flounder and other fish species in marine ecosystems. Ecological research. Studies of flounder populations and their habitats are important to better understand the factors that influence their development. Data from these studies can help improve fishing management. Catch monitoring. Monitoring the number of fish caught through data reporting and analysis is essential. This allows management agencies to adjust quotas and management strategies based on real-time information. Protection of non-target species. Trawl fishing can have negative impacts on non-target species, bycatch, including other fish and marine animals. Measures should be taken to reduce the number of bycatch fish caught, such as using larger mesh nets or installing bycatch mitigation devices. Fishing locations. The choice of fishing locations can also affect marine ecosystems. Sensitive habitats such as coral reefs or seagrass beds should be protected from fishing to maintain biodiversity. Community participation. Fishermen and local communities should be involved in decision-making on resource management. This involvement not only helps them better understand regulations but also facilitates the sharing of knowledge and experience. International cooperation. Because halibut migrate and occur in many different areas, cooperation between countries in managing fisheries resources is important. International agreements can help ensure that conservation measures are implemented in a coordinated and effective manner. Aquaculture. To reduce pressure on wild halibut stocks. Developing aquaculture programs can be a sustainable solution. Farming halibut in a controlled environment not only protects wild populations but also provides a sustainable food source. Ecological products. Developing and promoting certified sustainable seafood products can motivate fishermen to adopt environmentally friendly fishing methods, thereby increasing the value of their products and promoting sustainable seafood markets. Commercial halibut trawling must be done carefully and sustainably to protect this valuable resource. Proper management practices, combined with community engagement and the application of new technology, can help maintain halibut populations and protect marine ecosystems. Investment in research and education will also play a key role in ensuring that halibut continues to be a source of food and income for many future generations. To improve trawling of halibut and ensure sustainability, the following policies can be considered. Enforce strict fishing regulations. There should be clear regulations on fishing times and areas. as well as the types of equipment allowed. These regulations should be based on scientific research and involve fishermen. Monitoring and enforcement programs. There should be a strict monitoring program to ensure that regulations are implemented. The use of technology such as satellite monitoring can help monitor fishing activities and protect the resource. Encourage research and development. Financial and technical support for research on ecology and sustainable fishing methods is important. These programs can help increase awareness and capacity of fishermen to adopt environmentally friendly methods. Transition to more sustainable methods. The seafood industry needs to transition to less impactful fishing methods, such as improved trawl design, which help reduce bycatch and environmental impact. Increased consumer awareness. Consumers are increasingly concerned about the origins of the food they consume. Education and awareness of the importance of choosing sustainable products can create positive pressure on the industry to improve fishing practices. Promoting international cooperation. Marine resource management issues often transcend national borders. Establishing international organizations and agreements to manage marine resources in a coordinated manner can help protect flounder and other fish species. Commercial flounder trawling is an important economic activity but needs to be managed sustainably to ensure that the resource is not overexploited. Close cooperation between fishermen, governments, conservation organizations and local communities is needed to develop an effective management strategy. Sustainable management measures, research and development of new technologies, and community participation will be crucial in protecting halibut and maintaining the biodiversity of marine ecosystems. By focusing on developing sustainable fishing methods and promoting ecological products, we can ensure that halibut will continue to provide food and income for future generations, while protecting the marine environment for other species. Conservation education. Increasing education about the importance of conserving aquatic resources is essential. Education programs can be implemented in schools, communities and through NGOs to raise awareness about the need to protect halibut and the marine environment. Promoting sustainable consumption. Communities should be encouraged to engage in responsible consumption practices, such as using products from sustainable sources. Communication campaigns can help raise awareness and change consumer behavior. Using advanced technology. New technologies such as sensors, drones, and geographic information technology, GIS, can be applied to monitor fish populations, identify breeding areas, and assess the impact of fishing activities. This technology helps optimize fishing processes and minimize negative impacts on the environment. Data management and analysis. Collecting and analyzing data on halibut populations and fishing activities can provide useful information for management decisions. Mobile applications and information systems can help fishermen report and track fish catches. Establishing international organizations. Dedicated international organizations are needed to manage marine resources, including halibut. These organizations can work with countries to establish uniform regulations and share knowledge on sustainable management. Conservation agreements. Countries can sign international agreements to protect fish species and their habitats. These agreements should include specific regulations on catch quotas, protected areas, and measures to reduce environmental impacts. 19. Research and development directions. Ecological research. Invest in studies on the ecology of flounder and other species in marine ecosystems to better understand their relationships with environmental factors. Impact assessment. Regular impact assessments should be conducted on current fishing methods to ensure that they do not harm the environment and public health. Building a foundation for the future by combining sustainable management practices, innovative technology, and community engagement. we can build a sustainable future for the flounder fishery. Fostering multi-sectoral collaboration across sectors such as fisheries, environmental conservation, and economics is needed to develop sustainable solutions that ensure that flounder and other species can survive and thrive in a healthy marine environment. Trawling flounder is an activity with great potential but also poses many challenges to the environment and sustainability. To ensure that this resource is not depleted, close collaboration between fishermen, governments, conservation organizations, and local communities is needed. Sound management practices, together with the active participation of all stakeholders, will contribute to creating a sustainable future for flounder and the marine ecosystems it serves. Conservation education. Increasing education on the importance of conserving aquatic resources is essential. Education programs can be implemented in schools, communities, and through NGOs to raise awareness about the need to protect halibut and the marine environment. Encourage sustainable consumption. Communities need to be encouraged to engage in responsible consumption practices, such as choosing products from sustainable sources. Communication campaigns can help raise awareness and change consumer behavior. Use advanced technology. New technologies such as sensors, drones, and geographic information systems, GIS, can be used to monitor fish populations, identify spawning areas, and assess the impact of fishing activities. This technology helps optimize fishing processes and minimize negative impacts on the environment. Data management and analysis. Collecting and analyzing data on flounder populations and fishing activities can provide useful information for making management decisions. Mobile applications and information systems can help fishermen report and track their catches. Establishing international organizations. Dedicated international organizations are needed to manage marine resources, including flounder. These organizations can work with countries to establish uniform regulations and share knowledge on sustainable management. Concluding conservation agreements. Countries can sign international agreements to protect fish species and their habitats. These agreements should include specific provisions on catch quotas, protected areas, and measures to reduce environmental impacts. Ecological research. Invest in research on the ecology of halibut and other species in marine ecosystems to better understand their relationships with environmental factors. Impact assessment. Regular impact assessments of current fishing methods are needed to ensure that they do not harm the environment and public health. Building a foundation for the future by combining sustainable management practices. Innovative technology, and community engagement, we can build a sustainable future for the halibut fishery. Promoting multi-sectoral collaboration across sectors such as fisheries, environmental conservation, and economics is needed to develop sustainable solutions that ensure that halibut and other species can survive and thrive in healthy marine environments. Halibut trawling is an activity with great potential but also poses many challenges to the environment and sustainable development. To ensure that this resource does not become depleted, close cooperation between fishermen, governments, conservation organizations and local communities is needed. Sound management practices, together with the active participation of all stakeholders, will contribute to a sustainable future for halibut and the marine ecosystems on which they depend. Responsible fishing programs. These programs encourage fishermen to adopt sustainable fishing practices by providing training, resources and technical assistance. This model may include the adoption of environmentally friendly fishing techniques and the reduction of bycatch. Community-based fisheries management. This model allows local communities to participate in the management and protection of fisheries resources. Local people often have deep knowledge of fishing grounds and can contribute to fact-based management decisions. Strengthening environmental protection policies. Governments should develop and enforce stricter environmental protection policies, especially for fishing activities that pose a risk of damaging ecosystems. Encourage businesses to exercise social responsibility. Businesses in the fisheries sector should exercise their social responsibility by supporting sustainable initiatives, including participation in conservation and community development programs. Developing ecotourism. Combining tourism and fishing can create additional income for fishermen. Ecotourism not only raises conservation awareness but also provides opportunities for tourists to experience local culture. Tourism education programs. Programs that educate tourists about the value of halibut and marine ecosystems can promote understanding and support for conservation efforts. Support multidisciplinary research. Encourage research that combines natural sciences and social sciences to find sustainable solutions to the halibut fishing problem. Developing new technologies. Investing in new technologies can help improve fishing efficiency and reduce negative impacts on the environment. For example, using smart trawls can reduce bycatch and protect sensitive species. Establishing marine protected areas. Establishing marine protected areas can help protect flounder and other species in the ecosystem. These reserves need to be managed effectively to ensure that they achieve their conservation goals. Regeneration programs. Regeneration programs can help restore flounder populations that have been depleted by overfishing. Regeneration can include measures such as stocking, improving habitat, and managing fishing. Trawling flounder needs to be done sustainably and responsibly to ensure that the resource will be available for future generations. A combination of sound management policies, innovative technology, and active community engagement can create a solid foundation for sustainable fisheries. The future of halibut and other fisheries depends on the actions we take today. By promoting conservation initiatives, public education, and international cooperation, we can ensure that marine ecosystems remain healthy and resilient, supporting livelihoods and economic development long into the future.